Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. So, in the last video we were busy, finally starting down the path of trying to get rid of this Kuva Lich, which was part and parcel to the run in the video, well, runs, because it's multi-tiered, but started with some background grinding for a few more relic drops, to try to get the full stack of Requiem mods in the arsenal. So we're only missing one, which I believe is Loke. And then we started the progress of hunting down the murmurs to learn the Requiems. So where we are, if you have not yet caught the last video, is we know that one is Voss, and we nearly have the second one filled out. So what I left at the last video, I had a ton of video editing because I was recording for, it was pushing 2.5 hours. And that didn't count Requiem grinding for an hour prior in the background. So it was quite a long recording session for me. But we cleared out a lot of the influence on Earth.
I am having so much fun with you, little mate.
And I wasn't sure if it actually would get fully taken over time, or if we have what we have. So, looking at it right now, we're close to having the second Requiem known. However, there's still a third we have to go as well. So, if this influence doesn't fill back up over time, I'm not actually sure that we have enough missions left that we can even get all of the murmurs to learn all of them. So I'm going to have no choice but to do an interception, which is easily my least favorite game mode in the game. Assuming it's the one I think it is. I think it's the one where you have to hold the points. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe this is one of those other weird ones where you kind of tether your shield and take the explosive thing to the target point. Those are also kind of annoying, but not to the same level as those hold the point ones. Those are easy enough with a squad, but solo, not the easiest. And then we've got this defense over here. I started with defense. It's a bit of a slog. I guess that might be technically one of the easiest ways to try to do it. But the problem is soloing this, the point you're trying to protect just ends up taking so much damage. I don't know if you could just keep going multiple waves to get more of the Thrall Hounds done. So what I'm going to do before we jump right in today, just in case interception is the mission type I think it is, I want to respec Octavia, because I think Octavia might be the frame that I want to bring into that. At least I think that it's worth testing. So let's just grab Octavia. Let's look at her setup. She is obviously, reasonably cast intensive. The drain's 17.5. Drain on that is 35. What is my max energy? 225 though, so not horrible. Yeah, we know about that one. Invisibility could be huge. That will give a damage multiplier from 1/4 to 2 times. Yeah, that's actually also pretty massive. So let's just make sure that we've got... but I'm going to take a minute and I'm just going to reset some of this stuff that I probably don't need as much. She's already got decent health and shield. Her energy is not awful. Her armor's not awful. Having a quick shield recharge is useful, but, I'll play around. I mean, Rush, that's a quality of life thing. That's not really necessary, and it's eating up some points. Stretch is actually pretty important, in my opinion, on Octavia. Vitality, yeah, so let me just play around with this, and I'm going to see what I think the best setup I can come up with here is, and then I guess we'll test it. Okay, guys, I just finished resetting the mod setup for Octavia here, so I'll just kind of walk you through what I did and why. Leave on steel charge always, equilibrium for obvious choices. And yeah, a lot of these aren't maxed out. I've got about 3,300 endo, but it's kind of the law of diminishing returns at this point. And there's other frames that I have set up with these exact mods that are tapped down to 0. So, you know, tweaking them would rock the boat on my other builds. I don't want to have to reset, but I'm pretty happy with where I landed. Equilibrium. Narrow-minded, I offset that ability range with a stretch. It is lower than I had it before with a higher spec stretch, but honestly, it's a pretty decent range on it anyway. So I can live with that downside because it went basically up 50% on the duration on these abilities. They went from 20 seconds to 29. I did also consider Augur Message, just for the record, but for what you get back out of it, Narrow-minded just did the job better without having to spend additional points from where I already had it. It just gave a bigger boost, and I had plenty of points left in the tap on Octavia, so I can offset that with stretch. Carnus Carapace, that was just because I had a few extra points left. Fast Deflection, because I definitely want shields to come up and to have a shorter delay when I'm taking damage from these harder hitting enemies in the midst of this. Steel Fiber, I did pop back on just to give a little greater armor in the background. Streamline, of course, and then Intensify, of course. So she's going to be hitting about as hard as I can possibly get her, and I think this is at least a pretty good balance to test if that interception mission is the type that I think it is. I could be wrong. It may not be the one that I think it is, but it's one of the two, definitely, that I think it is. And we are not going to rock the boat at all on Exceltra, Epitaph, or Broken War. That's easily the best armaments that I have in my collection for now, so we're going to stick with those. So what we are going to do is have Octavia set up in the background in our back pocket. I am going to stick with Rhino for the time being, and we are going to start by testing that interception mission just to see which one it is. If it's the one I think it is and I manage to get through with Rhino, all the better. But if not, we can back out and we've got Octavia set up and at our disposal.
These radio towers carry top secret interplanetary communications.
Well, it is exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Decode incoming messages.
This is probably going to be brutally difficult without, say, Octavia.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
Time will tell, I suppose. Well, I think this is going to be a fail, and we're going to have to end up swapping back to Octavia. Yeah, this is a waste of time. I'm going to abort, guys. Yeah, that's got to be Octavia. I can't do that with Rhino. It's just not doable. It just isn't. I'm just wasting time at that point. But good to know that interception is exactly the mission type I thought that it was. I really hate them. I really, really do. Okay, Octavia. Come do your thing.
These radio towers carry secret interplanetary communications. You are going to capture the towers and decode incoming messages.
The Grineer deteriorate over time. Is that what makes them violent?
Online. You have captured a radio tower.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
You are part of the corruption, and we are forced to act.
Tower lost.
Yes, I know. I expected it too.
This tower is ours now.
I see the guy, but I have to focus on the objective as well. I don't have a choice. Ah, this guy's already down. Great.
The enemy have captured a tower. We have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area.
Kill them, but first I need to get these. Where's this guy? Said he was up here.
A little treat.
Oh, that was it?
Little meat.
Gosh, well, I only got 1 or 2 of the murmurs out of that. Oh boy, I don't know, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna get the rest of these. This could be extraordinarily challenging. Okay, so we jump back in and we bring in Survivability King. And we just have to do it the old-fashioned way with guns and swords. Boy. This Kuva Lich is no joke, guys. As I presume a majority, if not all of you, well know.
We're here in search of lost artifacts and items buried deep below the surface. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the site.
Really? You thought I'd be amused by your hopping around from one side to the other to the next? Again, I'm not amused by that. Not even kinda sorta amused by it. Okay.
Excavate deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
You better bring it. I don't want that broken, but I need to get this guy down too.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell. Excavate destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites.
That's alright. I mean, we do get alternate dig site options.
We're here in search of lost artifacts and items buried deep below the surface. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Yeah, I'm en route. I will do better at protecting it this time. I apologize for letting you down on that last excavator, Lotus. You're counting on me. And I have failed you. Okay.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protect enemy fire. it from enemy fire.
The Grenier have no honor.
I feel like Exceltra has been lost. I can't swap to it. Does Roller steal your weapons while you're in the middle of these?
The excavator has lost power. Find another cell. Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites.
Okay, well, I guess they keep getting destroyed, but on the same token, they keep giving me new spawn sites, so time will tell how problematic this is, but the biggest problem I have is that my Exceltra is no longer here. Is that Roller?
I'll miss you, little meat.
You better give me my weapon. I don't know if this is a bad idea, attacking Roller Tack or not. I don't really want to target an area that's right on top of where she is, so I may run back this way through here
Oh, I do love
to get
our
away
love.
from Roller. It's one that's 30 meters away. Yeah, this will work.
Excavator deployed.
We're going to get through this
Protect
with
the
Rhino.
unit while it extracts the
No
artifact.
doubt about it. We're getting through this with Rhino.
The
Maybe
scanner has
slowly
picked up
and
a target.
annoyingly. Sorry,
Go to
Chi.
the dig site.
Now my epitaph is gone. So all I have left is my melee. And I guess my parazon. Oh, man.
We need another power cell for the excavator.
I bet you think you're clever, don't you, Jimmy?
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites.
Guess I'll just come back over here and hope that one of the guys with a power cell... Oh. Oh, that's my pistol. Gosh, does that mean that I dropped my Exceltra somewhere on the map? I bet you it's going to have a waypoint marker on this map. So I'm probably going to have to retrieve it before I leave this mission, but one step at a time. There's Exceltra! Oh boy, yeah, you're gonna pay for that.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
stealing my weapons. Gotta be kidding me. Maybe they just knock them out of your hand. I have no idea. All I know is they were on the ground, and that does not amuse me.
Unit while it extracts the artifact. An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
You'd think they'd clone something a little less ugly.
Hitting for 100 and something thousand again.
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig
Yeah,
sites.
I get it. Is that roller
The
that's over
excavator
here?
has lost
Yeah.
power.
I don't want to
Find
mess
another
with
cell.
roller. Oh, nope.
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites.
We got more than
Extraction
what
is
we
available,
need.
if you choose.
So the question is, will she send some more of her thralls and hounds at me now? If so, that would be superb. If not, then I guess we're done here.
Everyone
The
pays
hubris on you,
their
Roller.
rent,
The
one
hubris.
way or the other.
Hey, we got out with our Ayatin star again, guys. Okay, so that was an interesting test. You can have your weapons either stolen in the middle of the fight or knocked out of your hand, and you got to catch it and pick them back up. So that was a fun thing that we learned. Oh my gosh. This gets a bit more nutty. Netra.
Come and get me.
But we don't know all three, though, yet.
I'll miss
Nope.
you, little meat.
She's enraged. Yeah, we need more Requiems, unfortunately. So that just leaves Koba. So it's possible that there aren't enough for me to learn the rest of the Requiems, and I'll just have to trial and error. At least we know 2/3. If I can figure out the order on those and their first or second, then we might be in business. Otherwise, this could be a real nightmare. Having to blindly guess out of a pool of 5 more that I have in my possession, and if it's Loke, I can't even do it because I'm missing that without doing some more Requiem relic grinding. So let's just pop into Koba. You know, this is defense. Yeah. I did this before with Volt. I'm pretty sure Octavia could handle this pretty well since they're coming up to the single point target. But let's just stick with Rhino. I know I can stay on my feet with Rhino. He may not be the flashiest frame,
At our doorstep.
but what he brings to
We
the
must defend
table,
our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
I will trade for Flash personally any day of the week. It's so nice to have you back in my hand, Exceltra and Epitaph. I'll never let him steal you from me again. Coming up. There we go. Let's get back up here on target. Where are you? Just a couple more. I'm gonna risk it. Maybe Chi can hunt them down for me. This thing is almost done, but there's a couple enemies left. Sounds like they're above. Nope. They're over here. What's another one of these jerks? Woo! Well, that was extremely close and down to the wire, guys, but we got through it. Managed to stay on our feet by some miracle the whole time. Oh, and that is the final mission that was under Roller Attack's influence. Oh, Roller Attack ranked up. That's lovely. So does that throw more influence missions back on, or what we have is what we have? It's looking like what we have is what we have, guys. Unless her influence comes back over time. I don't know if that makes her stronger when she ranks up. I mean, I would presume so. I'm not that worried about Roller. I'm just worried about my ability to actually get these. Plus, where did she go? Oh, she moved to a new planet. Okay, great. That's actually great. That means that I can finish this off, and we got a fair bit of work on the murmurs there. Okay. So, Foss and Netra. I guess now we move on to Mars to wash, rinse, repeat, guys. So obviously there's a lot of this same thing that I'm doing. So to avoid an otherwise unnecessarily lengthy video, I'm going to head over to Mars with Rhino. I'm going to wash, rinse, repeat, and we're going to see if we can fill out that last murmur on just some good troll the mission. Yeah, rescue, that would be a good one. Mobile defense, no, I'm not fond of those for this, nor defense. Exterminate could work fine. Spy, okay. Disruption, no. Excavation, we know is slightly annoying. Interception, no chance. So yeah, I'm going to start with rescue over here. I'm going to do my thing. We'll do the cut. We're going to get the murmurs known that we can, and then we're going to try to move on to the next step, which is, I presume, attack Roller finally with the parazon after you stun her. That's my guess. I guess we'll see, because she's been stunned, but I haven't used my parazon on her because I want to know what that final Requiem mod that we need in the rotation is. Then starts the trial and error, so it is what it is. Alright guys, so we just got the last murmur, and bad luck, it is Loke, which I do not possess. So before I can try to do this...
Come and get me!
Oh, I will. Make no mistake about it. I will come and get you. Let's just double check that I'm not losing my mind, that Loke is the one that I'm missing. Jahu, yep, Kra, Netra, Riss, Vome, and Zata. Yep, so we're going to have to do some grinding in the background for Loke, guys. So, again, I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did last time. I'm just going to do the grind on my own. And once I have it, we'll come in and we'll see if we cannot take down this Kuva Lich today. So, that's what we have on the docket. I just got to do a little grinding until I can get that last mod. And then we're off to the races, guys, hoping for the best. All right, guys. I have gotten my background work done for the relics to pull the missing Loke mod. So let me swap back off of Volt. I was running Volt for team speed. While we were doing that, back onto Rhino, and I'm just going to double check. I should have at least one of all of them now. Oh, whoops. I don't need to look at it from there. I need to look at it from here because we need to mod our parazon now. This is the part I understand. This is just a guessing game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I've got a duplicate Vome and a duplicate Kra. So the next time, when and if a Kuva Lich pops, I've already got 2 ready to go in the background. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, we know it's Netra, Loke, and Foss, but we don't know the order it's going to be. I'm going to start with Loke. I don't know why. I'm just picking Loke. And I don't know if it makes sense to slot others in behind it. I guess it does, just in case that is right. Foss and Riss. Let's go Foss, because that was the first one I learned. I mean, I'm just picking these at random, guys, which, as I presume, that's how it works. You just got to guess the order. And I'm hoping that it doesn't burn these up if you guess wrong, because if it does, I could be way under-equipped for attempting to do this now, guys, but it's all part of the learning experience. So, we're on Rhino, keeping the exact same additional gear on, and let's just read this one more time now that we've got one of all of the mods.
You are mine, little mate.
Lure out of hiding by defeating thralls in controlled areas. And then once they flee, we chase them in the railjack. Okay, so that's it. She is furious. I believe she is a rank 2. So we're headed to Mars. And we have to lure out this goober. Let's just run sabotage again. Come on, roller. Actually, I'm going to cancel that for a minute. I want to see how angry roller is at me before I jump in there just to get a gauge.
This has to
Enraged. Okay, she's enraged. That's close enough to like super mad, so let's just go for it. Sabotage. I feel like we just did this, but we're going to do it again.
Your target is the system mainframe. Deliver the payload.
Well, I'll deliver the payload, all right. Don't you even worry about that. How do I still have the... Oh, because that's attached to my arm.
Your target is this location's radar system. Find and access the terminals. Target is the reactor. The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols.
I remember every
There we go.
Every touch, every lash, every wound. Oh, I do love our bouts. Are you holding back?
Do I have to dispatch her lieutenants first? Is that the deal? Now will she take damage? Yeah.
Show me what you have learned. I have learned that it takes only 8 pounds of force to remove a human ear.
Where did she go? Was that right?
Of all those I've killed,
Rank up?
how they gave themselves just to get little me to where I am today.
I'm guessing then that that's a no?
Thank you all.
Because she just disappeared? Okay, so the order I have is incorrect. That's okay, but now we can get out of here. I'm assuming that's right, since she immediately teleported out after I got her with the parazon the first time. Unless I got it right and I have to chase her. I'm guessing I got it wrong, and I'm guessing the fight would continue if I got it right. It's possible that I'm completely mistaken about that, but we will soon find out. So we're just going to flip-flop 1 and 2. That's going to be the adjustment we make right now.
I see you. Can you see me? You're much closer now.
Double check the order.
All set. Service your weapons.
Loke, Foss, Riss. Let's go Foss, Loke. Foss, Loke, Riss. With my luck, I'll guess it wrong until she's like max level. Max leveled. I mean, there's only so many guesses you can make. It shouldn't take that many tries.
I'll miss you.
She's indifferent now? She's indifferent? Really? Oh, this is going to be way harder to draw her out. Oh my gosh. Oh, she moved off of Mars. She's on Ceres now.
Oh, I win! I am having so much fun with you, little meat. Ooh, what shall we play next?
There's a bunch of invasions. Alright guys, well, today we learned a fair bit more. We've got a bit more trial and error to do here on the Kuva Lich. It's just that it's a very time-consuming process. She still was no big deal taking down shields and damaging her health. I mean, I guess if I keep guessing wrong and she gets progressively stronger, it could just take a little longer, but Rhino can just tank so much damage, it's not really a big deal. You know, I say that now before what happens in future. But anyway, we have learned a lot. I'm going to be immediately back on the path again, so let me just swap back to Rhino, since he's already spec'd, and then I won't forget that I was on Titania. So guys, another good bit of progress down the rabbit hole. We are going to be doing this until we have it completed. I am absolutely on a mission, and Roller Tack is going down. She's been running her mouth, talking smack for long enough, stolen enough of my materials after completing missions. She's going to get her comeuppance. Either way, it's been a very fun and really cool learning experience doing this. I can see me coming back to do this in future. Maybe when I'm stronger, have some other frames that can handle this aside from Rhino. I know Wukong's a tank, and I have the ability to build Wukong. I just haven't done that yet. But there's other options as well. You know, I have a pretty good collection of Warframes, but there's still a lot to go, so I'm sure as I continue playing more, I'm going to figure out some others that I think might be pretty good candidates for doing this, and maybe we can actually try to farm for more of the weapons. I'm guessing after all this rigmarole, whatever it drops is going to be pretty decent. So I'm not mad about having to go through this process, and it's quite a bit different than anything else that I've had to do in the game up to this point. But we're very close. We're knocking on the door, and one way or another, Roller Tack is going down. Guys, that is going to do it for today. As always, I appreciate you checking in, and in the next video, we will finally have Roller Tack dispatched.